Hello, boys and girls. For once, a video during the day. Often in AI debates lately, when people talk about, artificial intelligence beyond what we currently have, so predictions about the future, predictions even beyond the sort of AGI level, especially philosophers, but people in general, they have endless debates about the essential in the human that supposedly is not replicable and will not be experienced in AIs. And of course, there's a million ways in which you can imagine that super smart AIs come about, or human capable AIs. But there is basically some people often talk as if there is surely a general barrier, even sort of in a functional in functional domains. That there's something left which is super particular to humans. And I don't want to talk about the soul or something where we can debate over it forever but not come to any conclusions. But when people, for example, bring arguments about there being certain things in art, creativity that surely AIs cannot achieve, or even in like people who have like a sort of materialists worldview that the experience, this is all that comes from brain operations or whatever. Even such people will cling to surely AIs being different forever, because so somehow there's something about how humans are that cannot be replicated. And basically, I don't usually get why people can even think like that. And I have developed this sort of counter argument, which is the Clone Wars, Star Wars, Jango Fett kind of argument, as I will call it. So my Jango Fett argument is this. You really just need to look at the situations where humans can clone other people, and you don't have to necessarily clone. You don't have to have a carbon-based brain. You could also copy everything like in the brain with silicon. You just need to consider that there is probably no strong argument that the human brain capabilities cannot be replicated by architecturing something. And the thing is that Jango Fett, these cloned soldiers, multiple times cloned and brought up and being made into this tool. This guy is also an artificial intelligence for all intents and purposes. And even if you don't want to leave so much biology to it, and as I said, you can just imagine a future where like a literal brain is recreated with technology, with silicon. For some reason they didn't make him super smart. I mean, that would probably be easy at this point. And then you have this functional human. You will have a hard time like making a super strong argument that about this guy's Django's experience. And so from this vantage point, I see no way in which like if you don't restrict on how far in the future we want to talk, that a literal human can be made in an artificial way, and therefore everything that applies to a human which you can observe, like all this creativity stuff, definitely also applies to AI. There is no limit for the AI, basically, because you can just make a literal human artificially. I mean, this is basically gets into the question: where's the line between this bothersome question, the artificial natural question? What does it even mean to make this divide, right? So is an anthill artificial, or like a house is for some reason, or not? Blah blah blah. So yeah, and generally I have the feeling like a lot when I listen to some podcasts, philosophers or economists, but also like technical people. Just imagine someone builds an AI in the shape of Jango Fett, and then half of the discussion is like falls off immediately. Okay, so I hope I made my point. And of course, there you can talk about a lot of questions where there is no definitive argument, even if you do not talk about AI, like all this soul stuff, all this qualia stuff, all this consciousness stuff. But clearly, there's like, even if you don't want to touch this, there's a lot of arguments which I think fall away immediately if you just imagine like this, carbon created artificial intelligence. Okay, I will leave it at almost 6 minutes. I have been making a lot of these ranty videos lately. Nobody says, hey Nikolaj, make a 1 hour video on this and this math topic. If there's really demand, like I have some people who regularly write me in Discord, ask me questions, and I really enjoy that. But usually it's much more work to actually put some math into a video. And if there's no literal requests, then I don't feel like it. I will get back to it eventually, but this also works for me. I enjoy this. So just tell me what you want to hear, and if I also have interest in these topics, I'm not unlikely to talk about it. I already know that in the next 1-2 months I might do more about history like math and physics history. So you might want to look forward to that if I make it in English as well. Okay, take care. So after LARPing left and right for many years, I actually just obtained all 3 books. This is the first one of Das Kapital, and I just started reading it the other day, and I have to say, I know this is like some basically an economy-ish books introducing a lot of concepts. Here there are some funny tables with like products and comparisons, and it's sort of a philosophy text, but really like also an economy text. And I started just reading it. Didn't get far, as you can see with this sign here, but I'm so surprised about the casual and like friendly nature of Marx. The way this is written, it's completely different than what I expected. And you read the first like 7 pages. I expected that it might be dry, but no, this is like super. Like it's actually written in a fun way. I mean, of course, he's just I guess back from England, and he justifies telling you that this is sort of also written for Germans, but the examples are English, and talking about previous work and potential criticisms and these kind of things. But it's just like this casual style of talking. Is pretty cool. I'm looking actually forward to that. I mean, it's always a problem if this is 1,000 pages and this is just book 1, and so we'll see how far I actually get. Right, they have like 30 books started at the moment, but I do look forward to that.